Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. Coincidence is God's way of remaining anonymous. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. It's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. We can't solve problems by using the same kind of thinking we used when we created them. Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding. The only source of knowledge is experience. Imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. The only reason for time is so that everything doesn't happen at once. Intellectuals solve problems, geniuses prevent them. Anyone who doesn't take truth seriously in small matters cannot be trusted in large ones either. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. The world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. I live in that solitude which is painful in youth, but delicious in the years of maturity. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. Whoever is careless with the truth in small matters cannot be trusted with important matters. The value of a man should be seen in what he gives and not in what he is able to receive. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. If people are good only because they fear punishment and hope for reward, then we are a sorry lot indeed. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle. You can live as if everything is a miracle. Education is what remains after one has forgotten what one has learned in school. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. Everyone should be respected as an individual, but no one idolized. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. Before God we are all equally wise, and equally foolish. The monotony and solitude of a quiet life stimulates the creative mind. If you are out to describe the truth, leave elegance to the tailor. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. He who can no longer pause to wonder and stand wrapped in awe, is as good as dead, his eyes are closed. Any man who reads too much and uses his own brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. The hardest thing to understand in the world is the income tax. All that is valuable in human society depends upon the opportunity for development accorded the individual. The gift of fantasy has meant more to me than my talent for absorbing positive knowledge. Technological progress is like an axe in the hands of a pathological criminal. In matters of truth and justice, there is no difference between large and small problems, for issues concerning the treatment of people are all the same. Put your hand on a hot stove for a minute and it seems like an hour. Sit with a pretty girl for an hour, and it seems like a minute. Our task must be to free ourselves by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature and its beauty. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Most people say that it is the intellect which makes a great scientist. They are wrong. It is character. The distinction between the past, present and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. Joy in looking and comprehending is nature's most beautiful gift. Without deep reflection, one knows from daily life that one exists for other people. I do not believe in immortality of the individual, and I consider ethics to be an exclusively human concern with no superhuman authority behind it. Never do anything against conscience even if the state demands it. When you are courting a nice girl an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. Love is a better teacher than duty. The only real valuable thing is intuition. When the solution is simple, God is answering. An empty stomach is not a good political advisor. We cannot despair of humanity, since we ourselves are human.